"You know," my wife Lisa said casually while scrolling through her phone on the couch, "my family always comes first. You're second." I froze. For a moment, I thought I misheard. "You're joking," I said, trying to make my voice light. She looked up, expression perfectly calm. "Nope. Just saying it like it is. They're my parents, my siblings. You understand, right?" I nodded slowly, my throat tight. "Good to know." That was it. That was all I said. But inside, something cracked. It started a few months ago. Every holiday, every birthday, every weekend was somehow dictated by her family. Not ours. Hers. "Can't go out tonight," she'd say. "Mom is coming over." "Sorry, dinner's with my sister first." "Your event. We'll see if we have time after brunch with them." At first, I laughed it off. Family, right? But over time, it became suffocating. And that night, when she casually ranked me below her parents and siblings, it became personal. I didn't yell. I didn't storm out. I simply absorbed it. Like a punch I couldn't throw back. Later, while she fell asleep on the couch, I sat on the edge, staring at my hands. I realized I had spent years bending around her family's needs, sacrificing time, plans, even friendships, because I thought it mattered to us. And now I understood, it never did. The next day, I tried to talk. "Lisa, about what you said last night. That I'm second. Are you serious?" She shrugged. "I've always been honest. You should appreciate the clarity." I nodded slowly. "I do. I really do." Her eyebrow rose. "You're not angry?" I smiled faintly. "No. Not angry. Enlightened." She tilted her head, confused. "Enlightened." "Yes," I said. "Now I know where I stand. And what I need to do." From that moment, I stopped bending. Stopped prioritizing her family over my own peace of mind. Stopped saying yes when I wanted to say no. When she asked me to cancel plans with my friends to attend yet another family gathering, I said, "Sorry, I already committed." When she guilt-tripped me over a weekend getaway with my brother, I said, "Lisa, I'll see you when I return. You can plan around it." The first few times, she argued. Tried to manipulate. Tried the old guilt trip. "You don't care about me or them." And I repeated quietly, firmly, "I do. I care about me too." It didn't happen overnight. Her family noticed. Subtle comments. Whispers. Invitations no longer automatic. She began calling less. I didn't answer immediately. I just kept living my life. And then something surprising happened. She came to me one evening, her voice soft. "I miss you." I looked at her, calm. "I miss you too. But I don't miss bending over backward to be second in my own marriage." She bit her lip. "I didn't realize." "I think you did," I said. "You just didn't care." Tears filled her eyes. But I didn't move. I didn't console. Not yet. Not until she understood the consequences of her choices. Weeks later, our relationship began shifting. Slowly. She started seeing me as a partner, not someone who would disappear when her family demanded attention. She began asking about my thoughts, my plans, even my friends, even my weekends. I didn't forget the words. "You're second." But I stopped letting them define me. Because clarity is powerful. Knowing exactly where you stand, whether in love, family, or life, is liberating. I learned something essential. When someone tells you where you rank, the choice isn't to argue. The choice is whether you accept it. I didn't. Now, I live differently. We've learned balance. She calls her family, yes. We attend events, yes. But not at the cost of my dignity or my life. Sometimes she looks at me, hesitant. "I never meant to." I smile. "I know." And sometimes, I think back to that night. The casual cruelty of her words. The sting of being told I was second. And I'm grateful. Because it forced me to value myself. To set boundaries. To show that love doesn't mean losing your place in your own life. "Good to know," I said. And in those 3 words, I reclaimed everything I'd lost by bending.